Hi friends, it's me, back again with another video, and it's been a while, and I deleted all my previous videos in case you're wondering, just because I wanted to start over, and, I don't know, just start fresh. So I decided now's as good a time as any, and I would do a haul for you guys. And this haul is from May to July, so May to this month. And I have two other books coming, but I was too impatient. So one book is Kawaii Horror by Jade Summer, and the other book is Disney Portraits, the French Disney Portraits, the little one. And that one might take a while to get here because it's from France. So, I think it's almost been 3 weeks actually, so it should be here soon. But anyway, so the first book I have is Macarons Sketchbook Coloring Book by Carla Magana. And I love Carla, and I love her YouTube channel. And I follow her on Instagram. If you don't follow her YouTube channel or her Instagram, I would highly recommend it because she's a lot of fun. She's very creative with the way that she colors her own pictures. It's really inspiring to look at. And I have one of her other books, which is Dark Garden. And so this is my second Carla book. And I love the size of it because it's, smaller than a normal book is. And it just kind of makes it seem more doable to color the whole book, which I have not yet finished any of my books, but I still have a goal to finish Daydreams by Hannah Carlzon. So we'll see if that ever comes true. So this is, I'll just give you a quick peek, and these are some of her other books. And they're just little sketches. There's also like an actual Macarons sketchbook, printed sketchbook with all these sketches in color that you can get from Amazon. All of these books I'm going to show you are from Amazon, except for 2 of them. So I just really love all of these pictures. I can't wait to color one. And let's see. The next book I have is Color Questopia's Space Coloring Book, and it's color by number. And this is my first Color Questopia book. I also almost got the Mermaids one, but I had to pick. Couldn't get both. And I love space and the stars and the moon and the sun, so I thought this one would be fun because you don't often see a lot of space themed books. So you have the colors on the left and then the picture on the right. And the spaces are small, but they're not super tiny. And it's kind of mosaic style, so they're kind of sectioned off by lines. But what I've seen a lot of people do is color in the lines with like a glitter gel pen or a fine liner, and it actually comes out looking really nice. So I think I'll try that, probably with a glitter gel pen, because it is space. This one is Creative Color by Numbers, compiled by Felicity James. And there's a couple of other books in this particular series. I think there's Nature Color by Numbers and Beautiful Color by Numbers, and then there's one that's like Landmark Color by Numbers. And they're all compiled by different people, and notice it says compiled and not like you know, buy, because I think these are all from different people, because these remind me a lot of the color by numbers books that are, and they even have like the same style. Like, I'll show you. Look, kitty. My kitty's wanting my attention, of course. Like, they even have the same, like, finished style of everything, and it makes me wonder if they pulled these from other color by number books. There's two that I have. It's color by numbers Calm and color by numbers Nature, and they have a very similar, like, style. And in the beautiful color by numbers, where the cover looks like kind of like this with the same design, there are some of the beautiful color by number pages in there that look like the ones from the Nature color by numbers I have on my shelf that I've had since 2016. So I wonder if they just pulled a bunch of different pages from that series and compiled them into a new series, because you can't really find those older ones anymore. They're like out of print, so I'm guessing that's what happened. But anyway, rambling on. So here are like the preview of the finished ones, and I like this one the best because it had like the most variety of things that I would color. Like, I would color this whole book for sure. And the back, and then inside the flap is the color, the different colors. Can you see them all? Kind of. There you go. And they're not like, you know, there's like mid-tones, light tones, and darks, so like it's not gonna be too hard to find colors that match this key, which is sometimes a little bit of a struggle when you have color by number books with like detailed pictures. So, yep, this is Creative Color by Numbers by Felicity James. And this next one I really love. I saw on Sammy's channel, and I immediately like Googled it and bought it. This is The Wildwood Soiree, a fanciful coloring and art book by Annie Stagg Gerard, and she has signed the inside, which is pretty cool. And this is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a tiny size book, which we like tiny books, or I do. So there's an intro by her, and it's so cute. Look at the bear with the top hat, and then the lady bear, she's got like a Victorian hat on, Victorian dress, and a raccoon. Oh, by the way, they also have like the name. So this one says Miss Sophie Fernbanks. That's her name, in case you were wondering. She's so classy. And then here's the guy raccoon. His name is Henry S. Bramblenook Jr. And then here's the puppy dog, Lady Iris Ivyshire. Ooh, fancy. Don't you love this? It's so cute. This was in, like, I think this was in Sammy's, like, books that she hasn't yet colored in. And I kind of get it because they're so pretty. But I know she likes coloring fur, so. Here's a possum. Countess Camellia Thornrose. Here's a guy possum. Lord Huffins of Wattlebrook. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite one. Because you know I love kitties. Lady Cordelia Snow Mittens. I mean, look at her little purse. And she's got her like paw and her little necklace. Oh, so cute. Also in the back is prints that you can pull out and frame. So, and the paper is really thick and nice in this book, and even though there are like little things like this on the opposite side, I think you could still use markers and it would be fine. Just put some paper behind it. So all of these are prints, and then, oops, all of this came with my order. It says, "Until we meet again." These are just cards, and I saved this sticker. Can you guys see it? Hello, where is the middle? Okay. It says, "Never stop dreaming." It's hard for me to see my phone at this angle. But, yep, and there's information about her Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/AnnieSteggerard, which is on the bottom. If you want to join our Patreon and get some pins. But anyway, I love this book. It's adorable. Even if I don't color in it, it's just nice to have as like, I don't know, it's just an art appreciation type piece. We gotta support our artists. So the next thing I'm going to show you is an art supply. And I got the Staedtler 326s, which I'm super excited about, and I don't know why it took me so long to get these, but here we are. These are really awesome water-based markers for if you're doing like color by number, or like I've been using them in color by number books, and I really like them because they're thinner than Crayola Super Tips, and they don't bleed as much as Super Tips do. They don't soak the paper as much because they're skinnier. But I like them. I'll open the top and show you. You can also get like, do you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. My cat's underneath this little table. But you also get the neon ones, as well as like just the regular ones, the regular colors. So one of them I'm using right now, which is the teal one. And so here's the back side. You even get like a peachy color, which I think is nice. And next up is another coloring supply, which is the 60 Staedtler Try Plus Fineliners. And I've had Staedtler Fineliners since like the very beginning, since I started coloring back in late 2015, but I didn't know there was a 60 set back then. Otherwise, believe me, I would have gotten it because I like choices. But I love all of these colors. They're so pretty. There's some nice like earthy tones, and can you guys see that? See, there are some earthy tones and some pastels and some neons and just everything you can possibly want. So I'm really happy to have these because I've never had the 60 set. I've had the like 24 set, I think it is, but never the 60 set. They ain't cheap either, let me tell you. Okay, next up I have the Super Doodle glitter gel pen set, and this is the 80 pack, and there are 42 standard colors and 38 neon colors, and every color is different. They don't repeat. Some of them are missing because I'm using them in my Christmas in July picture, but they fold out like this. Ta-da! And they're very good. I think, I'm not sure, but I think they must come with refills, because if you look on the barrel, let me show you. If you look on the barrel, like right here, there's like a number. So I don't know if, I think the regular ones come with refills, but I guess the glitter ones do too. So I'll have to look at that. I don't need any refills right now, but it would be nice to have. And continuing on the art supply, let's see. So I bought the Chameleon Fineliners. Oops, come on. It's like, oh, there it is. And I bought basically like the basic color pack. And these kind of work just like Chameleon markers do, where you can switch the tops. Like if you wanted it to go from orange to blue, you would put the orange top on this blue barrel and like turn it up like this and then count to however long. I usually, if it's a little space, I count to 3. If it's a bigger space, I count to 5. But I really like these. These are nice. I have the Chameleon colored pencils and I don't like them. The way they color gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like the feeling of the pencil on the paper, ugh, I don't know what it is. And I've tried it on different types of paper and I feel the same way about all of the papers I've tried them on. I don't know, just can't get behind them. But I like the Fineliners, so I recommend. They come in different color sets too. You can buy them all or you can buy them in parts. Like the one that I bought was just the primary type colors. So, moving on back to books, we have Mystery Mosaics, book 11 by Mindware. And I have this one and there's another one too. Hold on, let me find it. Where did it go? Oh, well, it's somewhere in here. I know it is. Oh, well, I'll find it. But this is book 11 and I also have book 12. And this came in a set. It was this book, book 11, book 12, and then, oh, sorry. And then I also got the colored pencil set that goes with these books. And these pencils are numbered to correspond with the numbers in the book. So, like, you don't have to guess, you know. And it's a nice range of colors. And I've heard some people say that these are, like, awful pencils. And I'll say, if you're trying to do anything but color in these squares, yes, they're awful. They don't layer. They don't blend. They're not super pigmented. But they're only meant for coloring, you know, one layer in one tiny square or a couple of tiny squares at a time. So, for what they're meant for, they work really well, I think. They don't break or anything like that. They sharpen well. So, I would recommend, like, if you just want to make life easier on yourself in terms of, like, color palettes, and you have any Mystery Mosaics books, or I think it says Mindware Coloring Collection Color by number, so It might work with their other color by number series too. I'm not sure. But I'll show you some examples. Let me put this away. So, I've colored 2 in here and I'm starting a 3rd one. So I use the colored pencils for this one, and they are little cacti in pots. Aren't they cute? And this is the one I've started. This one's supposed to be a jukebox and a diner eventually, but I'm using Staedtler 326s and Staedtler Fineliners that I showed you in this picture. And I also did, oops, one in the back here, which is an upside down bat. And I used shuttle art fineliners, Staedtler 326s, and fineliners, Staedtler Fineliners. And I think he's cute. I'm not sure why this one spot is blank. When it's blank, it means you don't color it in. It's kind of random. I might just color it in brown anyway, or tan. I think that's tan. But he's cute. I like him. And these are just really fun. You know, something you can do at night when you're sitting in bed and you want to, like, something to do, but, you know, keep your hands busy. And these are the solutions, so look away if you don't like solutions. I forgot to say that earlier. But in this particular book, here are the solutions. And they give you like one from their other books. So this is like the mystery, the color counts ones. So it's a puppy and a kitty. It's really cute. Oh, and also they give you 2 pullouts. So, hold on. Here it is. They give you 2 of the pictures that are really long like this, and they fold out. And my other one's in here too. I'll show you the other books, solutions when we get to it. Next is Nourish by Angie Grace, Angie's Extreme Stress Menders Volume 6. And I've seen Angie Grace's books on a lot of people's channels, but I haven't had one because until recently I wasn't super into mandalas. I don't know what it is about this year, but I got Jade Summer's intricate mandalas at the beginning of the year in January, and it was like it's my favorite, one of my favorite books ever. And so I was like, oh, this is really fun. And so I was like, I'm gonna try something else because I wanted to try something really detailed, as well as like the semi-detailed ones that were the Jade Summer intricate mandalas. So you can see these are pretty detailed. It's funny because the one I colored in here, that one is I think I picked like the most or one of the most detailed ones in here. Like some of them have pretty big spaces. Let me show you the one I colored. Here it is. So you're like, wow, that one looks bigger and it looks more detailed. Yeah. Oh well. It's done now. I used Bic Intensity Markers. The hot pink is Jelly Roll Moonlight. This green and yellow glitter is the Pentel Crazy Pop. The bright green is the Jelly Roll Moonlight. And let's see, I also used, as well as the Bic Intensity, I used the, what do you call it? The, shuttle art, like, fine-tipped alcohol markers, which are really good for the price, but they don't last very long. So whenever I, store them, the shuttle art ones in particular, whenever I store them upside down, like cap down, so that all the ink kind of goes to the tip, you know, gravity. And that seems to work okay, but they don't last nearly as long as like Bics or Sharpies or anything like that. So this is the picture I did in here, just to give you an idea of what they look like colored, because sometimes when you look at mandalas that are uncolored, it's kind of hard to tell what they might look like. It's hard to tell if you'll like them or not. And, oops. Next I have one that's been on my wish list forever, and by forever I mean like 2017. So this is Color Me Wild by Hope Little and Satin Karaduman. Hope I pronounced that person's name right. But this is a really cute book, and all of the animals in here are kind of color by number, but they're like made out of geometric type shapes, a lot of triangles and stuff. So these are all the animals, and there are two color palettes. There's a natural color palette and a vivid color palette for each page. So if you don't want to do the natural one, you can do the vivid one. And also they have masks you can color and cut out, which is really funny and also kind of creepy. And I've done two in here so you can see what they look like. So I did the raccoon, and you can see on the top, this is always the natural palette, and at the bottom it says vivid right here. So this is the vivid color palette. And so this is my raccoon, and I did the yak and the vivid color palette. So down here. And I tried to match it as best I could, but you know. Actually, part of it might have been because I was coloring this when it was like nighttime and it was dark outside and my lighting wasn't very good. So this color I thought was more blue than, kind of looks more dark teal in this light, but you know. Still cute. I really like the raccoon. He's adorable. But yeah. Next is the iguana and the red panda. So natural color palette, vivid color palette. Same up here, natural and vivid. So whichever one you like best, which I think is really cool. So that's Color Me Wild. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Don't have two things, and hold on one second. I just realized I don't have two things in my pile that I should. Okay. So next we have the Castle Arts Botticelli collection, and it says a color palette inspired by the works of Sandro Botticelli. And this is Botticelli's Venus. I think this is called Venus. I'm not sure. And these are my first Castle Art pencils, because I hear conflicting things about Castle Arts, and, well, I can't open this. Hold on. I hear conflicting things about Castle Arts, and so I wanted to try like a tiny set, just in case I didn't like them, you know. Plus, to be honest, I don't really need any more color pencils, but I mean, Do any of us ever really need any more color pencils? So it comes with this little book about telling you about their other things they sell, their other art supplies. And then this is a tutorial so you can create a color pencil illustration in the style of Botticelli in 5 easy stages. And so this is all the colors in the set. And they have other ones too, like Cezanne, Monet, Kandinsky, Van Gogh, the Seascape collection, the Landscape collection, Urban, Botanical, Portrait. And so, let's see where the actual, does it fold out like this? Oh yeah, it does. So it's trying to teach you how to draw the face. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely not a drawer. I'm a colorer. But I still think this is cool. It's a good reference for skin, how to color skin actually, because it gives you the pencils they use for each stage of coloring her face in. So that's nice. And these are the pencils. And again, here are all the colors that come in this set. And these were all colors that I thought I would use the most of. And actually, I really like these pencils in this set. I've heard people say they're kind of scratchy, which I know exactly what they mean when they say scratchy. Because I think the Speer Farben pencils, which I do not like very much, are very scratchy, and the color is a little off sometimes. Like the lead doesn't even match the name of the color very well, so I get it. But anyway, so this is an example. This is Cobalt Purple 088. I don't know if you guys can tell. And so they all have a name and a number. And like I said, I really like these colors a lot. I think this is a nice palette. And I've used them in Hannah Carlzon's Daydreams. And have I used them anywhere else? I don't think so. And I liked using them on that paper. I also plan on using them in my Creative Havens too. Speaking of which, I have next Creative Haven Beautiful Angels coloring book by Marjorie Cernot. And I love this book. It's one of my favorite Creative Haven books I've gotten. I have a couple of Creative Haven books. And by couple, I mean like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. I have 5 Creative Haven books. So I love how they give you a colored example on the inside cover like that. And these are just pretty angels. There are two there are a couple of actual named angels or saints in this book. But isn't this so pretty? Love it. This would be a really cute one. It's like they're caroling. This is the cover, I think. Yes, it is. And I have to show you the ones that are actually named. So, we have the guardian angel of cats, which is Gertrude. Gertrude the Great, I think her name is. And look, there she is with all the kitties. There's one peeking up her wing. And then they have one, the Guardian Angel of Dogs, which I can't remember that one's name. But look how cute they are, puppy dogs. So I thought that was really nice. They have the kitty and the doggy one for us animal lovers. So yeah, I really like this book. Creative Haven books always have nice paper and, you know, nice printing quality and stuff. And they're always single-sided, which is nice. You can use your markers. Excuse my arm. And I have next Clutz Coloring Cute. And this one comes with double-ended colored pencils that have the cutest designs on them ever. They also have really cute names. And I don't think I'll open these up because they're too adorable. Let me see. Can you see them? Aren't they cute? Look at that. And when they say coloring cute, they mean cute. This is a really cute book. Let me see. So this tells you what you get. And it teaches you about color combos, how to color, shading and blending. Because it's meant for kids, but I'm sorry. I still think it's cute. If it's cute, it's fair game. Anybody can. If it's cute, anybody can enjoy it. So, here are the colors, names of the pencils. They're really cute. Partly Cloudy Sky, Shortcake Pink. And these are perforated so you can tear them out. Also, some of them are like postcards that you can tear out and send, which is cool. Teaching you about color combos. That's neat. And here we go. These are some that you can, these are little like postcards. Yeah. To and from. And so these are, you know, I was trying to think. They're technically double-sided. So I wouldn't use alcohol markers unless you don't care about the other side. I'd stick with like water-based markers or color pencils. But you can definitely use water medium because this paper is pretty nice. It's definitely not thin paper. And I got this for my birthday. My sister got this for me, which is really nice. She's enabling my coloring addiction, which is fine with me. Really cute pages. And they have simple, but they're simple enough, but they're also complex enough to where you won't get bored coloring it. Big hugs with all the cacti. Don't hug cacti. Best friends. And I'm sorry, these are the postcards. The other ones are just like little cards. See, these are the postcards because they have the divided side. But look at the little Matryoshka dolls. Aren't they cute? Home Sweet Home. Some school supplies on this side. It's really cute. And these are perforated, so you can tear them out if you want. I think they're perforated. Now that I say that. Hold on. Yes, they are perforated. There's some food, some cute food. I wonder if the reason why they couldn't name it Coloring Kawaii is because there's probably a lot of books called Coloring Kawaii, so they said cute instead. Same thing. Nom nom. Those are some more like greeting cards. This is stuck together. I love the face. He's like, hi. And isn't it cute? There's a lot of pages in here too. So that is Clutz. Coloring cute. Next is the Adult Coloring Book Treasury 2. And this is a really thick book. You see that? And it's 130 illustrations from 70 artists. Some artists you might recognize. And I bought this because I saw it on, whose channel was it? I think it was Jamie's channel. But I saw it and was like, oh wow, this, I'll never get bored. It has, so there's all kinds of different things in here. So we have like some berries, and see, this is by Aggie Wilson. And let's see, let's flip to the middle. And this is Heidi Berthum, and it says The Art of John Tenniel Through the Looking Glass, vintagecoloring.com. So this is Alice in Wonderland. So there's all kinds of different, here's Jeanette Wummel, Taco Kitties. And see, it says Jeanette Wummel and then the website. There's also White Stag in here. Let me see. Jennifer Robinson. I like this page. How to Train Your Human. Joe Toy Henry from Doodle's adult coloring book, it says right here. This one, Josephine LaPuma of House of Dreams series, and her Etsy is Articulation Media. Here's another one from her. Some fishies. Oh my god! A puppy dog. So there's all kinds of different things in here. A kitty. Some like, need some inspirational sayings. These are like patterns. And every one of these has credit on the inside. So this is Marty Woods. Some mandalas, some patterns, some more mandalas, a dragon, See, all kinds of things in here. And you, as you can also see, I haven't colored in this one yet. It's a shoe. At first I was like, what is this? It's a clog. Can you see it? Yep. So that's the Adult Treasury coloring book 2. There's also book 1. It's equally as thick. Next is Garden Kitties by Doodle Colorscapes by Nicola Corny. And I also got this one for my birthday. And it is exactly what it says. Kitties and flowers. And who doesn't like kitties and flowers? I know I do. I saw this one on Thunder Junkies YouTube, who I believe is Aubrey. Really cute. And they're single-sided. I started one in here, but then I stopped. I was making a pink kitty. And next we have Princess Unicorn Coloring Book. And I can't remember where I saw this one, what channel it was, but I was like, oh, nope, I have to have it. It says Inkway Anime Coloring Zone. And these are like some previews. So it's just a girl and her unicorn. Or sometimes the girl is a unicorn, like this one I colored. And I smeared the gel pen, so she's got like pink right here. I might use color pencil on it, but I don't know. I used gel pen to like outline parts of her top right there. But in my head it looked better than in execution. There's also something weird on her forehead right here. It's like the ink smeared or something. But anyway, I still think she's cute. This one's really cute. I would say this is definitely not a kid's book because in true anime style, some pictures are kind of like scantily clad. So, not a kid's book. So see, all of them have her holding her unicorn. And then, see? Super cute. And the next one is the Plucky Patterns Coloring Book by Rachel Gillum. And I love this book. I love the patterns in it. I colored one in here and put it on my Instagram. So I colored this one, finished it on the first, and I colored the flowers and the stems and the leaves with Crayola Twistables. And I colored these little guys with Jelly Roll Moonlight and Gold Pencil Hybrid Dual Metallic. And the little stamens with glitter gel pen too. And the background is colored with a pale green, like pastel green Winsor & Newton alcohol marker. And I really like the way it came out. It came out really nice. And you can't really see the lines from the alcohol marker, which is also very nice. I'll show you some other ones in here. So, that one, has some gears, some cubes, some little butterflies. Oops. Hold on. Some pinwheels, and let's look in the back too. And you can see they're single-sided, of course, which is super nice. So here are some examples on the back of how you can color. So I really like this book. There's a lot of interesting patterns in it. And getting down to the end. Oh, here's the other Mystery Mosaics book. This is book 12. And I haven't colored anything in here yet because I was still coloring in book 11, the previous book I showed you. But I'll show you the solutions. Look away if you don't want to be spoiled. So here are the solutions for this book. I like the flying saucer. Also, I like that one of the pull-out ones is a butterfly, because butterflies are one of my favorite things. And the puppy dog, I love that face. So that's Mystery Mosaics book 12. And next, second to last, is Doodle, Design and Draw Dream Rooms by Ellen Christensen Craft. And this is a Dover book. This book's really neat because it's exactly what you think. Doodle, design, and draw dream rooms. So it says that 1 through 10 feature a series of nearly complete dream rooms for you to use to experiment with different color combinations and to provide you with inspiration for your own designs. So the first 10 pages are basically here for you to color. Just add little things if you want. And I think these are really cute. And then they have accessories for you to color, so like different beds, desks, chairs, more chairs, lamps, other accessories for your room. Tables, things to hang on your wall, dressers, and so these, the ones that are lighter, are for you to like, you know, draw in more of your own type things. Or what I thought would be fun is if you colored some of these accessories at the top, cut them out, and then stuck them in these rooms. I thought that would be neat. Some of these might be a little too big, but I think it would work for like this stuff that's meant for the wall, and I think it would be a really neat idea. So these are basically very like just outlines of rooms. You can do what you want with them. So they progressively get more and more minimal throughout this book until they're just basically grids for you to draw in completely your own thing. But even these ones are really neat. Like, I wouldn't mind, I can at least doodle a few things in here. I might not be an artist, but I can doodle. Also, you know what might be cool is if you cut things out from like magazines and books and stuck them in these pages. That might be really cool. This is like an artist's room. See the drafting table? Alright, and I'm going to show you what the other... So see, now they're really minimal. They're just shapes, basically. No detail. And then in the back, this is basically just grid for you to draw on, but in perspective, so you don't have to do it yourself. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrible at perspective. So there's just a bunch of like grid pages. They're called From the Ground Up on the bottom right here. But I thought this was a really neat book, so I can't wait to color and cut and paste in this book. Collage. And there's more, like here's fashion, cars, and then rock star fashion. So there are more. And this one I got from Amazon. The only ones that I didn't, like I said before, are the mystery mosaics and the colored pencils that go with them. I got that from the Mindware website itself. Okay. And last but not least is Color Me Fearless, a Zen coloring book by Lacey Mucklow and Angela Porter. Nearly 100 coloring templates to boost strength and courage, which we can all use. This is my favorite one. Like, there's a bunch in this series. There's like Color Me Calm, Color Me Sleepy, I think it is. Color Me Happy. This is my favorite. This one has the most of my favorite illustrations in it. Each chapter has like a different theme. So this one is courage. And this is the lion that I colored for Disney Color on Instagram. She's doing cute animals in July, so that's what I did for her. And since these are one-sided, you can use alcohol markers. So this is what Lemon alcohol markers, Bianyo alcohol markers, glitter gel pen, and white Sakura Decoras gel pen. So all of these are supposed to represent courage, and then the next one is, oops. Oh. Well, the next one is strength. So the next, so like these are, it's a mandala with chains. the Celtic knot looks like. I did this one, the Dragonfly, and I used the Chameleon Fineliners on this like pink and purple bit. You see how they kind of fade from pink to purple? Takes a little practice, but. And then in the middle right here I used the Crayola Take Note color changing markers. So one end is this dark pink, and then you turn it around and the clear end turns the dark pink this like light pink color. And they do work, but they chew up your paper. So I would try to use it with thicker paper. Definitely not for use on Create Space paper unless you want to punch a hole in your paper. But accidentally got marker on this side. That's okay though. And so there's all kinds of different, they're not all mandalas. I'm like seem to be showing you mandala ones, but they're not all mandalas. See, here's a puppy, and I think that's a puppy too. 2 puppies. Yep, that was confidence. See, they're not all mandalas. Stonehenge. I think that's Stonehenge. So yeah, this is Color Me Fearless. And that's it, guys. That's all of my coloring books and supplies I got from May through this month, July, excluding Disney portraits and Jade Summers' Kawaii Horror, which I will be getting soon. Thanks for listening and watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.